So everyone, when it is, we will solve a question about drawing graph. When it is a basic question like this, when there is no other stuff around, no other things around, I told you to find three values of x. I wanted you to put. So
0,
firstly,
1,
same with the
minus 1.
base. Firstly, same with the base. Then number one. Then inverse of the base, which is this is 3 over 1.
1 over 3.
1 over 3.
1 over 3.
If it's a rational like that, I want you to check three values. Firstly, same with the base, 1 over 5, then number 1, then inverse of the base. So for each of these three cases, you will always have the results if you put them well. Minus 1, 0, and 1. The results will be minus 1, 0, and 1. So this is about, actually these values, they are about inside the logarithm. We need to put these numbers because we can get result for the logarithm. For example, if I put 4 in here, which power of 1 over 5 is 4? I don't know. I cannot find the result. But when I put 5 over there for the logarithm, which power of 1 over 5 equals 5? Power minus 1.
Minus 1.
So in here, we also do the same thing, actually. We are also doing the same thing. I'm telling that. So here we have denominator 5. Inside the logarithm in here, inside the logarithmic part, the x plus 3 part, for this part, we should put three numbers. 1 over 5, number 1, and 5. So to get 5 inside, which x number do I need? 2. 2 plus 3 will be 5. To get number 1 inside the parentheses for the logarithm, which x number do I need? Minus
2.
And for 1 over 5, when it is the rational one, firstly you add it up to 0 with minus 3. Minus 3 plus 3 will be 0 and
0,
plus
1 over 5.
1 over 5. So
بايرام كريت
Elias Muster.
So now, after you decide these numbers, so without doing the first part, right now I'm skipping the first part, which I told you in the class. Without doing the first part, this question becomes like harder to think, which is what happens when you put 2 instead of x. You will have log base 1 over 5, 2 plus 3, and minus 2. We must find result for this. 2 plus 3 is 5. And then result of the logarithm 1 over 5. Which power of 1 over 5 is 5? 1 over 5 to the power of minus 1 is 5. Then minus 2. And the final result makes minus 3. To make this thinking process faster, I told you to create another basic logarithm, which is y equals log base 1 over 5 of x. And I told you to write xy numbers. So firstly, same with the base, 1 over 5. Then number 1. Then inverse of the base. After that, the results will be always minus 1, 0, and plus 1.
Plus 1.
So these results, let's do it with different color in here. Mine, if I do it with like this one, brown. So these results are the results of the logarithmic part. Like in here, the minus 1 came from logarithmic part. So after you prepare this first basic one, it is time to arrange for the real example. So instead of x, that means inside the parentheses. Inside the parentheses, we want these numbers, 5, 1, 1 over 5. So to make it 5, we need number 2. 2 plus 3, 5. The next, to make it plus 1, minus 2. 3 minus 2 we need. To make it 1 over 5, minus 3 plus 1 over 5 we need. So after you arrange these x numbers, to find the results for each case, So f of x has a logarithmic part. After logarithm, what do we have? Logarithmic part. After logarithmic part, we have minus
-2.
2. So this means, the first one means, when you put number 2 instead of x, it will be like 5, and result of logarithm will be -1.
-1.
-1 minus 2 will give us the result
-3.
3. So when you put -2 instead of x, the logarithm, all of the logarithm, will be like the second case, and result of it will
Yes.
be
-4.
0
Ah,
and -2. X is
-2.
-2 is for x. It's not the result. So the result
Yes,
comes
yes.
from basic part. 0 minus 2 makes -2.
-2.
And when you put this last number over there, result of the logarithmic place is 1.
0.
1.
Result of the logarithmic place. And
Yes,
then we
yes.
have -2 more of it,
-2.
-1.
1
So which is -2 in here and -1.
and -1.
Also remember that I told you the number with the rational one is the asymptote. The line that we are going to draw, it mustn't pass that asymptote here. Let's do it one more bigger. So let's put XY axis for X, for Y. Let's put this, the direct one.
Teacher, can I ask you a question?
Yes, of course.
Why did you have to make it 5 in the first place? X plus 3, why does it have to be 5?
It's all about the base in here.
The base
So
is not
remember, we
5.
put the same with the base. Number 1, opposite of the base, 5. So I make it like when you put an x number in here, it should add up to 5, the first case.
Why?
Because we can know the result. Which power
Just a
of 1
third.
over 5 is 5? Which power
Oh,
of
okay.
it? But if I put 4 in here, which power of 1 over 5 is 4? There is no
You
answer.
can. Okay.
So now everyone, let's put these results in here. Firstly, x is equal to -3. That is the asymptote. When I draw the line, it mustn't cut this. Then x number +2, y number -3. +2 and -3. Here we have the point. And x number -2, y number -2, x number -2, then -2. Here we have another point. And then -3 and +1 over 5. X number -3. After -3, I should go to +1 over 5. Somewhere here, let's say. The x number. After this x number, I should go to -1. In this order, I should go to -1. Here we have the third point. Then later we will connect these 3 points with curve, and that curve mustn't cut the asymptote. And it will go forward over there as well.